This is Charlie Murphy. I'm representing Georgia State, representing Atlanta. I'm a drummer. I love hip hop, and I'm in the field with the Trackstarz.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Wright to Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. All right, so this is a topic that's been brewing with us for a long time, and it's been years, and we have never done it. Ryan's looking at me like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Oh wow.
We have never addressed this, and we've been talking about it amongst ourselves.
We joke about it a lot
for years.
We joke about it.
We have somebody named Illuminati.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
So,
oh my gosh, it's terrible.
So we're gonna actually bring it up today and figure out what the craze is about, because we've watched the craze over the last 5 years kind of grow. Jeremiah and I did some research on it a few years ago to find out where it all came from and why, what it really is. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it just hype? Is LeBron James, is Jay-Z, is whoever in the Illuminati or not? We're going to get into that today. First, but what do you think about the Illuminati? Because I have my opinion.
Woo! Wow, man. I mean, it's been like a tall tale that you've heard for quite some time now. And I think that if it really does exist, it's pretty scary. I mean, it makes sense that it could exist, that, because I say this all the time. It has to be an Illuminati of 2 Chainz. If I can turn on V103 and 107.9 and he's on at the same time, that just, to me, he's not a lyricist, he's not an artist, but he's on. So I feel like if there is somebody out there that will say, I want to make someone famous, and I'll make anybody famous I want to, then I see the Illuminati being able to do that with 2 Chainz.
You think?
Why does that have to be Illuminati? Why can't that just be someone looking for lucrative opportunities in business?
No, because he was with Def Jam disturbing the peace and it didn't happen, so I figured, recreate them through the Illuminati, make them big. But first of all, he's watering down the music for people. Like, I mean, I'm listening to it and I'm like, the hook doesn't make sense. The lyrics don't make sense.
But are you joking or are you serious?
I'm
you
being
seriously
serious.
think
You
that
think he's actually in the Illuminati?
I don't think he is part of it. I think there is somebody on the...
And they find pleasure in putting 2 Chainz.
I think what...
But it could be
the way the
theory.
Illuminati... If you look at the YouTube videos and you read the research that I've done, seen the videos that I've seen, they can say, okay, who do we want to make famous? Or who do we want to back and who don't we want to back? Like the whole Michael Jackson thing, And I think that if there is somebody up there saying, all right, well, we'll put out whoever we want and we'll make them a icon, we'll make them a trend, we'll make them somebody to be followed, then I feel like, yeah.
Real quick, let's ask. You believe in the Illuminati?
No.
You just said that you did.
No, I said it could be. I said it's very possible. It sounds like it should be somebody up there that's pulling the strings.
Do you believe it or not?
I want to say no. I don't believe it. I want to say because I just would hate to know that someone or some group has that much power and influence.
Maya, yes or no?
I would say yes. I mean, I have further explanation on it, but I would say yes, generally.
Amadi,
I don't know at this point. I'm torn.
you're not in it?
No, I'm not in the Illuminati.
You had a song called The Illuminati Flow. I'm just asking.
Yeah, exactly. Which one is
What you think? We know what you think.
Terrible.
I believe it is a group of higher ups that control media, politics, just different aspects of life that have that control that is satanic.
But do you believe it's the Illuminati?
But that's what people call the Illuminati.
Oh, can't say people.
See.
Gotta be what you think.
See, okay, and this is my thought. There is a real Illuminati. I do not believe the real Illuminati is the same Illuminati that people are.
What are y'all talking about? You gotta
Okay.
break
We'll
this
get
down.
into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
Okay. I know where you're coming from now.
All right, so let's tell them because you're crazy to me because you already know the truth about this. Do you believe it? The real Illuminati is behind all this music stuff.
No, I mean, I think they, like he was saying, I think they have people that control areas in media.
Okay, so let's give some history on this. Jeremiah and I did a song called "Sorry" years ago, and Jeremiah references the Illuminati in that song in a way. You may not even know, but he does.
I do.
Yes. You remember, that's crazy.
Oh, I didn't know you were
But anyway,
this,
we saw this video. It's a very Christian video. It's very biased video, but It's called The Truth Behind Rock and Roll or something like that. And they basically talk about how all these artists are a part of this thing they think is the Illuminati, because the guy that started the recent restart of the Illuminati, his name is Aleister Crowley. And he was a Satanist. And there was a real Illuminati that has existed for a long, long time. Came out of that whole mold of the Masons and all that kind of stuff. But he revived it, and his whole theme was "Do what thou wilt." That was the motto of this thing, which in itself is satanic, because do whatever you want to do is the opposite of doing what God wants you to do, right? So that theme did penetrate rock and roll. A lot of people adopted that motto. There's a shot where Jay-Z's wearing a hoodie that has that on it. So the thought process has permeated the music industry. The debate is whether the Aleister Crowley Illuminati it's just a group of people that's like a clique or like the Masons or whatever. It's a real thing, but is that real club, satanic club, controlling hip hop, rock, politics, and all this other stuff?
Okay,
that's the debate.
That's the actual documentary that I saw.
Exactly. Yeah, we watched it at my apartment.
Right, and to me, man, I sure hope it isn't, but it really seems like it is. I mean, it really seems like artists can sell their souls and get whatever they want. Artists, ball players, anything.
I think it's more likely that the Masons control the world than the Illuminati.
That makes sense, and that's what I was thinking when I said that there was a scenario where I believed it. I was thinking more like the Masons.
Yeah, because the Masons go deep, from George Washington to I think Bush was in the Masons as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
There was a lot of presidents.
Every president.
And they even think Obama.
Every president.
But the Masons are a whole nother show. We're gonna do a whole show on that. We've been. Yeah. People have been scared to do it, but we're gonna do it because the Masons are real.
Right, and they're here in Atlanta.
Yeah, they're all over the place. So we'll get into that because there's a lot of mystery around them.
We actually may do it live at the lounge.
The what?
The lounge. Mason's Lounge. They have a lounge.
Oh, yeah, with no windows. But yeah, anyway, so we know there's some facts about them that's very evident. There's research about it. The Illuminati has become more of a legend, right? Because it's based off of the real group. But now everybody's like, oh, must be Illuminati. Oh, it's been more of a catchphrase nowadays. And they think anybody who's rich and powerful must be in the Illuminati, and they must be Satan worshippers, and they must be doing rituals. People think Aaliyah was killed so Dame Dash could get in, and you know what I mean? Like it's all kinds of legends that everybody just attributes it to the Illuminati when they can't explain it.
They say the same thing about Tupac, Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, Quincy Jones.
That song.
You're talking about blood sacrifices. That's what I'm saying.
They say that the Michael Jackson song, They Don't Really Care About Us. I don't know if that's the title or not, but they say that song was.
And of course, people like Tupac didn't make it any better because he had an album called Killuminati where he believed it was real, and he said, I mean, there was legends that who was it? Was it Quincy Jones with him too?
Yeah.
That somebody touched him. It's like there's a lot of
touch him. That's the theory. Quincy Jones allegedly.
Yeah, because so the reason this has become a thing is because there's homosexual undertones in it, there's satanic undertones in it, blood sacrifices undertones in it, Satanism to its core, but they believe that they have power through the media industry. Yeah. This is my take on it. Whenever I hear that, and of course, the Bizzle song that he got popular with because he said Jay-Z was Illuminati. Yeah. I personally don't believe that any of these people are in the Illuminati. I personally don't. The real one. Do I think that there's some higher ups that are rich that gather together sometimes and talk up strategy about how they're going to keep their power? Sure. I don't think it's the Illuminati. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who I really think is in control of music is Satan himself. I don't think he needs lackeys. Yeah, like he's in control of it. So that's why I think the legend of the Illuminati is more legend than fact. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Satan is the god of this world. He doesn't need some cloak and dagger organization to run the world.
So let me ask for those that are listening and even those in this room, how do we, with taking this information into consideration as for those that profess to be believers of Jesus Christ, like how do we guard ourselves or protect ourselves from any negative or satanic influences? whether they're from the Illuminati or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I get on everybody when they talk about the Illuminati, because you could be thinking, oh, so-and-so made it because he joined the Illuminati, when honestly the truth is he may have made it because he had a personal relationship. Like, you don't have to be in a group to sell your soul like that.
But
you sell your soul for money. You sell your soul for that's Satan is in the money. Satan is in the fame. Satan, he's not. I don't think people are actually like cutting themselves and putting on altars.
Is it wrong to say that though? Like, is it wrong to be like satanic? Satanism and the Illuminati coexist. Like it's a group of people.
I just think you're giving too much power to the Illuminati. Like, who cares about them? Satan is real enough. You don't need some mystic group to attribute his work to.
So I mean, what I'm saying is, like, what if it's a group of people that are Satanists, but they are called the Illuminati?
There is, but I just don't think everybody you think is successful
Jay-Z,
under
Beyonce.
negative means is in the Illuminati.
Now, I would say this. I don't think, like, it came down with, like, okay, I think certain people are satanic or deal with the occult. Like,
Sasha Fierce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think they deal with the occult. Like, they're in something, but I'm not saying that because he needs to be rich. I'm just saying it is like, when we saw the hoodie, the statement, that's a bold statement, and I think the reason why he probably took it down is because people know now. Like, back in the day, people didn't really know. People had to go, and really now it's like you can Google that and you find that out and stuff like that.
I guess the point I'm making is, who cares? It doesn't matter. Everybody knows the world is turned over. So what is the big fascination with the Illuminati?
I think it opens people up to not be deceived. So it's like prime example, for years, and I think Bizzle said something that was real good. He was like, basically somebody had to say that this person is satanic, but for years they talked about killing, stealing, robbing, and all of a sudden now they're satanic. Like,
yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think everybody who is quote unquote satanic knows that they're satanic. Anybody who is not following Jesus is by definition satanic. You don't have to be killing pigeons and stuff in your room to be satanic. Anybody who doesn't follow Jesus is in essence following the evil.
But I mean, I think when they say satanic, they're talking about pentagram in the circle, you doing
Satan worshipers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I just don't see how that. What makes that any worse than just a normal everyday?
Because then that person is deceived. Yeah, that person is just.
But
deceived.
so is a person who's just doing it for money or for pride or for attention.
I think it's
no worse or better.
I think it's worse because they're actually acknowledging Satan as their God, whereas somebody who may be atheist or somebody who doesn't follow God may just be like, okay, I think God is a big story, and I'm just not willing to follow that. But then they also say, I'm not gonna bow down and worship Satan either. You know, so I think it is different because that's a level.
And I guess the point I'm making is whether you acknowledge that you bow down to him or not, you're still doing it. So why do we pay more attention to people who seem to be doing it on purpose? We know that.
I think some people are just capitalizing off the fact that it's become such a popular thing. Like, just because somebody has a certain shirt on that makes a satanic statement, some people just wear stuff because it's the trend. It doesn't mean that they're going home and having a worship session. You see people with all kind of shirts on, and some of them don't even know what it means. They just put it on.
But I tell you this: I feel more comfortable in the room with Jay-Z than in the room with Marilyn Manson.
Same person.
Sitting across the table.
That's worship the same God.
No. He claims to be a high priest in the Church of Satan.
Marilyn Manson.
No, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I respect Marilyn Manson than I do.
I'd rather
what you believe.
I just don't want to sit across from Marilyn Manson.
I'd rather you be cold than lukewarm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but still, it just with the. I mean, when you talk about the occult, you're talking about actually feeling that spirit. You know, when people say they cast out demons, they say, okay, I was in the room with that spirit. It's dark in that room, and I've actually been in the room with Jay-Z and I've talked to him, and I didn't feel that dark spirit. But someone like a Marilyn Manson who prays to Satan and worships the church and
when did you talk to Jay-Z?
When I was at 107.9. I was sitting at the front desk and he came in with his group. And
this is not to say anything against him personally, but those can be the most dangerous type of people because it looks deceiving, it looks good. That's how people get tempted by entertainment and drawn into that lifestyle because it doesn't feel bad. It's not like eccentric.
Yeah.
When I was in retail, I actually waited on someone who was it was a woman, and she was a witch. And she had the black fingernails, she had everything going on. And when I looked into her eyes, dude, I felt something run through my body. It was a cold chill of knowing that I was in the midst of a spirit. And so I just feel like if you're in a room with, you know, someone who's not practicing the occult, you may not feel that way. Oh, I thought you wanted it.
She like, no.
Hey.
No.
Well, okay, so here's the last part of it. What is with, and this is why I think it's dangerous. What is with the desire to now call people like Craze Illuminati and Christian people that are working diligently? I mean, Billy Graham, so and so's, you know, like,
Putting
oh,
videos
they
out,
must be Illuminati. I just think you're getting carried away and you're missing the point. We're in a fallen world. Anybody who's not saved needs help.
Well,
There's no more help needed. Everybody needs it.
The problem with that is the people that are making the videos calling Lecrae Illuminati, if they had the opportunity to trade places with him and take everything that he has, I think they do it. I think it's a jealousy issue. I think it's
I think so too.
envy.
And, well, you know what? It is those things, but it's
Yeah.
also fear. I think as a Christian, there's a natural fear you have that God could be getting taken advantage of. And whenever you see somebody do too well, you start being like, wait a minute. The Bible says that they would hate us. They're not hating him. Does that match? And you start getting afraid that he could be doing it for other reasons. And of course, if you switch places with him, you can have the same good intentions that you have now, and they will say you're in the Illuminati. I personally don't think we make it until they put out a video about us. To me, once you get to that point, they're gonna do it. You just, whether you have anything to do with it or not. And that's the danger in it to me. I think there's way too much focus on make-believe things instead on the actual task at hand. This to me falls into that warning in the Bible where it says don't spend too much time talking about frivolous things. Get to the business.
And that's what I said earlier today on Sound Off. It's like it feels like we're fighting the wrong battles. So they take prayer out of the school system. Okay, they're not gonna take it out of your house. You know, as for me and my house, we'll serve the Lord. So I just feel like we need to be fighting battles where we're trying to win souls. And if they want to take prayer out, they feel offended by it, and that's a totally different take.
It's government.
Yes, sir.
So if you guys think we're in the Illuminati, hit us up at contact us at the field trip.
Especially if
or make a video, I'll be honored, man. Seriously. If you find me, you find me a picture and I got, my two fingers in the middle went down and he's making a horn sign. I would feel like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you send out that little thing, I don't know why you.
We have stuff like that.
When you send that out, like Trackstarz uncovered or whatever, I was
I was like, I was so excited, dude. I was so excited. Then when I saw that 23-minute video, I was like, man, they didn't get to us.
So I mean, to me, it's silly, but let us know what you think. If you think it's more serious than what we're saying, let us know your opinions. We'll listen to them. In the meantime, you in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah.